Hello and welcome to morning stretching. We have 8 different exercises, and in between these 8 exercises we're going to look for some info snippets and try to learn something about the uncertainty principle from quantum mechanics. Participating in the exercises is at your own risk. So let's start with the first exercise. We have the legs standing wide apart and the toes are pointing to the outside. And we breathe in and we breathe out again. And breathe in and out. Again in and out. Again in and out. And last time in and out. In, out, and now breathe in. Close the legs. And we have done the opening exercise. Now we breathe always in through the nose deep into the chest and out through the mouth. So breathe always in through the nose into the chest and out through the mouth. Let's look at the first info snippet for the uncertainty variable. The uncertainty principle is a concept of quantum mechanics. So the uncertainty principle is a concept of quantum mechanics. The next exercise. The legs are standing a bit more than shoulder width wide apart, and we breathe in and we bring our arms up, and we breathe out and they're going to one side. And we breathe in and open the rib cage. So breathe in and out. And again in and out. Back into the middle. And breathe in and out to the other side. And breathe in and open the ribcage again. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. So, the uncertainty principle is a concept of quantum mechanics. There can be physical properties. So, there can be physical properties. Things can have properties. There can be physical properties. The next exercise. Again, happy the legs standing shoulder wide apart a bit more. And we breathe in. And breathe out, and one hand slides down the leg. And the other shoulder stays down. And now breathe in. And out, and the arm comes out. And breathe in and open the rib cage. And out. And again in. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in again. And out, the other hand slides down. Shoulder stays down. And breathe in. And out, and we're taking again the arm over. And breathe in and open the rib cage. So breathe in and out. And again in and out. We're going back into the middle. So the uncertainty principle is the concept of quantum mechanics, and there can be physical properties. Physical properties can be, for example, the position or the momentum of something. So these physical properties which can exist are, for example, the momentum and the position of something. Next exercise. Now we have feet standing together, and we breathe in. We bring our arms up, and we breathe out, and one hand goes down. And now we breathe in and reach to both ends. So breathe in and reach. And out. And again in. And out, and now the other hand goes down. And now breathe in and reach again to both ends. So breathe in and reach. And out. And we're going to do it all one more time. So breathe in. And out, And the first hand goes down again. And breathe in and reach. So breathe in. And out. And again in. And out. The other hand goes down again. And breathe in and reach. Breathe in. And out. Uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle exists in quantum mechanics. There can be physical properties, and physical properties can be, for example, the position or the momentum of something. To some degree, the properties of a position or a momentum can be known. So to some degree, we can know the position or the momentum of something. Next exercise. Now we have the legs standing wide apart. The toes are pointing a bit to the outside. We breathe in. And we breathe out. And we go with our upper part of the body down. And we just hang here. And we only help by breathing deep in, into the chest and out through the mouth. So breathe deep in. And out. And again in. And out. And again in. And out. Again in. And out. Now we're going to one leg. And breathe again deep in. And out. And again in. And out. Again in. And out we change to the other leg. And breathe in. And out. Again in. And out. And the last time in. And out, we're going back into the middle. We breathe in. And out, we're coming up with a round back. Up at the top, we make a backwards shoulder roll. The uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle exists in quantum mechanics. There can be properties there can be physical properties. Physical properties can be, for example, the position of a momentum of something. And the position of a momentum of something can be known to some degree. The properties of position of something and momentum of something are related. So the properties of something can be related, and the position of something and the momentum of something are related. The momentum changes the position. So momentum and position of something are related, these two variables. And the next exercise, the same one as the last one, just so we have feet standing together. We breathe in. And out, we're diving down again. And we're breathing again deep in through the nose into the chest. And out through the mouth. Again in. And out. Again in. And out. And again in. And out, we're coming again up, slowly, around back. And at the top, we're making a backward shoulder. So the uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle is a part of quantum mechanics, is a concept of quantum mechanics. There can be physical properties, and physical properties, for example, can be the position and the momentum of something. And the position and the momentum of something are related. These two variables are related. They influence each other. And to some degree, we can know the position of something and the momentum of something. And because the position of something and its momentum are related, they are called complementary variables. So these two variables of position and momentum of something are called complementary variables. because they are related. So these two variables, for example, momentum and position of something, are called complementary variables. The next exercise is the garden pose. The toes are pointing to the outside, and we have around an ulnar length space between our heels. And we breathe in, we bring our arms up, and we breathe out, and we're going down, and we're placing the elbows against the inside of our knees, and we breathe in and trying to straighten our back. So breathe in, and out, and we're coming up with our back. And breathe in again. And out, back into the garden pose. And breathe in again and try to get tall with the back. And out, again up with the back. And breathe in. And out, back into the garden pose. And now we breathe in. And we breathe out and coming up slowly in one straight line. The uncertainty principle. So the uncertainty principle is part of quantum mechanics. There can be properties, there can be physical properties. Physical properties can be momentum and position of something. And momentum and position are complementary variables because they are related to each other. The momentum of something and the position of something. They are complementary variables. And the last snippet. The uncertainty principle says that the more accurately we know of one property, the less accurate we know about the other of such complementary variables. So the uncertainty principle, this uncertainty principle says, the more we know of one of a complementary variable, the less we know about the other. So the more we know about the position of something, the less we know about the momentum of something. The last exercise. We are standing on one leg and I'm placing the heel of the other leg on top of, above the knee of the other leg. Do this only if you can do it without injuring your knee. And we're going down. So the uncertainty principle says that the more accurately we know of a pair of variables, such a complementary variable, the less we know about the other. The more we know about the momentum, the less we know about the position. The more we know about the position, the less we know about the momentum of something. And we change to the other leg. Again, the heel above the knee. Only doing that if you can do it without injuring your knee. And we're going down. So, the uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle is part of quantum mechanics. And there can be physical properties. And physical properties, for example, can be momentum and position of something. These two exemplimentary physical properties of momentum and position of something are called complementary variables because they influence each other. They are related. And the uncertainty principle says that of related variables, of complementary variables, the more accurately we know one of these two variables, the less we know about the other. And the closing exercise. It's the opening exercise. So we breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. In, out. Again in, out, in, and out. And now breathe in. Close the legs. And we are done with the morning stretching. The uncertainty principle. The uncertainty principle is part of quantum mechanics, and there can be physical properties. And physical properties, for example, can be momentum or position of something. And these two exemplimentary physical properties of momentum and position of something are called complementary variables because these two, momentum and position, these two variables are related to each other. One influences the other. And the uncertainty principle says if we know of one of these two complementary variables or not, we don't know that much about the other. So the uncertainty principle says that the more we know about one of a complementary variable, for example momentum, the less we know about the other of two complementary variables, for example position. Momentum and position are two complementary variables. I thank you very much. These were info snippets to the uncertainty principle. This was a morning session. I thank you very much, and until next time.